Hey viewers, welcome to another game of the Casual Pro Gamer. Today we're doing game number 3 in the best of 5 between Acer and Nerchio as the Zerg in the bottom right and Empire Cause as the Terran in the top left. So yeah, we already saw 2 games and both of the games were pretty impressive. I'm going to spoil the result now, so yeah, this is game number 3 obviously. It is 2-0 for Nerchio. So this could actually be the last game of the series. If it is, I'm going to put up anti-spoiler videos, so there will be 5 games coming out anyway. Only the last 2 games will not actually be games. And yeah, well, you know the deal by now. So I think it's good to not get spoiled, because I hate it when people don't do it. Because it's yeah, it's kind of lame to already know that someone is going to take it in 3 games, for example, if that happens here. And yeah, especially 3 games and the fact that it goes to 5 games, because those are always the well, important ones. So game 3 and 4 can get spoiled pretty easily. And obviously in this case, if only 3 games come out, then game 2 and 3 would be spoiled. But if 5 games come out, then you already know that Empire Cast is going to get both of those games, and yeah, that wouldn't be cool either. So we are going to get an expansion going after the wall off. The wall off was pretty important here, because obviously from the scouting patterns we can see that that they knew where the opponents were, and yeah, they flew straight across the map here, so not scouting this base at all. And also here, well, he is scouting, but I'm not sure why. I'm not sure why he's doing that. But okay, we have Reaper coming out. The Reaper is going to do some damage. It has 1 kill. But yeah, 1 kill is not going to really make a big difference. It is 1 Zergling, in fact. So it's not even a worker. I was kind of checking for that. Oh, he almost goes down, 10 HP remaining, but yeah, the combat drugs will get it done, so they will get it back up. And no, this is not going to work. You cannot go up against the Queen with only 2 Reapers and yeah, nothing else basically. You need more than that. Obviously he can still win this if he just heals up. The Reapers heal up way quicker than the Queen. And yeah, he's now full health again, so he can now snipe this Queen. I don't know why he's not going for that. Taking out a Queen would be a pretty big deal. And yeah, going to just run around a bit, take out 1 more Zergling, I guess, maybe 2. Yeah, why not? And finally gets a drone in transition to the expansion. Yeah, the drones, of course, well, once they're in transition, they're pretty unprotected, pretty, well, weak, I wanted to say, but they're always weak. But yeah, we are going to get some Zerglings in the base. It's not going to really do anything, I think. It shouldn't do anything, let's call it that. And no, it's not going to do anything, although, well, this one did some pretty nice damage. No, nothing died. 1 worker killed on both sides. Well, we saw the drone, and I guess we saw the SCV here as well. Well, why it died. But yeah, currently everyone just sitting around, doing nothing. And do we only have 1 Reaper now? Did the other one die? No, still has 2. He still has 2. So, don't know why the other one is. Is that? Yeah, he's in bunker, I guess. So we are going to try to snipe some more Zerglings. Maybe even this base. Wow, getting a free base here? Really? We're not going to defend that? Oh, there we go. Roach is coming out. And the base should be relatively healthy for now, because it is still building up, so it's getting more and more and more HP. And he can't really out damage that with just the 3 guys. Yep, going to go back, and this base should be safe, although it did take a bit of damage. That is quite alright. So the Zerglings once again coming into the base. And yeah, this time actually getting something done. They are in fact, well, they snuck past this bunker and kind of got some things done. Of course they're all pretty low health, so they're going to be no problem here. But 8 workers killed, that is a pretty big deal. He's going to of course have to supplement that with some mules. The mules are a very good way to supplement your income. And if you lose some workers, you can substitute them with mules in the later game. So yeah, you can in fact mine out a whole base with just the mules in the end game, because you have so many of them. You get the energy, and for now it's really important to keep using that. But most players will leave that that energy up later in the game, because it's not really worth your time to get those mules out. And of course it's nice to have scans out against things like Zerg, because Zerg of course is very sneaky with banelings, for example, or can be very sneaky with banelings. Against Terran of course it's also with the Widow Mines now, so you can have the Widow Mines out, basically do a similar thing. Yeah, he is hiding with his little army here. It's really a tiny army, but it is going to be found out. There you go. Getting quite some damage on those units, because well, these guys, they're pretty tanky. They can take quite a lot of damage. 145 HP and of course 1 armor, which means that the damage from these guys, so instead of 14 damage versus light, it's going to do 8 damage minus 1 for the armor. So that is 7 damage per shot, and it doesn't shoot that quickly. This guy of course is even more screwed. Instead of the 8 damage that he would normally do, 2 attacks of 4 damage each, he does 2 attacks with 3 damage each. And yeah, so reducing the damage there by 25%, that is a significant amount. It's also why there's a difference between the 1 attack and the 2 attack, because 1 attack for 8 damage is not the same as 2 attacks for 4 damage. For, well, the slight thing that you could target 2 units with the attacks, but for the more important thing that armor works in not reducing a percentage of the damage, but an actual flat amount of damage. And are we going to be able to drop somewhere? Oh, behind this mineral line. That was unexpected. He is going to go in here now. And let's see if he can actually make this work, because there is a big army coming out and he loses quite a few of his troops. I think 2 marauders and some marines. Yeah, definitely not the way he wanted that. We are going out now with a bunch of these roaches, and I was just wondering what was going to happen to this army, but it is going to be picked off, no problem. Widowmine not even burrowing. I don't think he was paying attention to that at all. He just said, well, I lost that, who cares. It's only a small army. And wow, he's just going to march in here and clean up. There's really nothing to deal with these roaches. The roaches are just going to be able to march in, do their damage, and that's about it. So the only thing he needs to watch out for is exactly that. The Widow Mines. The Widow Mines do very good damage, and only 1 of that damage gets prevented. So the big amounts of damage work really well against things like roaches, well, any armored unit really. And we are going to take out a few of the Zerglings. But yeah, so many Widow Mines that... Oh my god. Oh my god, that massacre. Yeah, so many Widow Mines that he could actually take out all of those Zerglings. But yeah, there's just more incoming, and that is the problem of combat against Zerg. There's always more incoming. Even if you damage your units, or his units for quite a bit, yeah, there's just going to be more and more streaming in, because that's how Zerg works. Zerg works in big groups. I'm going to block the ramp a little bit. And we are going to take out some of the Marines. Oh, the Marines actually all go down. Wow. Just cleaning up there, and these roaches just in the base doing their damage. Not really a problem at all. So yeah, I'm wondering when the reinforcements are coming in, but yeah, well, there's one roach over here. I guess I would have expected some Zerglings to come out, but no, he's just building roaches and roaches and roaches. Of course, Zerglings do more damage because there are just more of them for the same amount of money. It's just that, well, you have to manage your larvae as well. So you only get, well, one larvae at a time, for each base, and of course, well, you want to use that to the best of your abilities, which is most of the time to get bigger units out. So to get either drones or like the big units, like roaches, like infestors, like those kind of units, mutilas. Because if you keep building Zerglings, you're going to spend a whole bunch of the larvae on that. You can't really do that unless you have the queens, and all of the queens do it at the same time, and then you get 5 eggs on each base, and then you can indeed make, well, what he's doing here, 40 Zerglings at the same time, and then yeah, you have a decent army, you can actually combat things. But anyhow, Nerchio wins game number 3 as well, so it becomes a 3 versus 0, and there will not be game 4 and 5. So anyway, hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time. GG!